Wait, what? I might not be able to close because of a hurricane? Hey, welcome back. I'm Dawn Sanders with Georgia Coast Homes at Keller Williams Realty. Thanks for joining us today. Okay guys, this has recently happened to two of my buyers. They go to close, everything seems fine. It's a day before closing. They've already called their insurance company to prepare them to close on a certain day, and the insurance company says, whoa, wait a minute, there's a hurricane coming. You're not going to be able to close. The reason for this is a moratorium that the insurance issues. And moratoriums are issued on an individual company basis. Some companies may do it, some companies may not. Once the National Weather Service has issued any type of warning or watch for a hurricane or a tropical storm, that's when the insurance companies may issue a moratorium. And what that is a binding prohibition. It only lasts for a short amount of time until the impending danger is over. So I know you may be shocked to hear this, but if you live in a coastal area, a hurricane could cause a moratorium, which means you may not be able to close on time. Never fear, it's okay. We may just have to close a day or two later. But also, it's worth it to keep checking with that insurance company to see if that moratorium has been lifted, because they don't really have an idea of when it'll be lifted, and it may be lifted in time for you to close on time and get your home. Other things that may create a moratorium are wildfires, and I want to mention this, riots and civil unrest may also cause the insurance companies to issue a moratorium on binding home insurance for a new buyer. So I think that needs to be said in this time. I just wanted you to be aware of that some things are happening in the country right now that are civil unrest and riots, and that could prevent an insurance company from binding until the imminent danger is over. Wildfires, earthquakes, floods, hurricanes, riots, and civil unrest are the things that may cause an insurance company to create a moratorium on their binding agreements. The reason for this is simple. The insurance companies don't want to issue a policy if there's imminent danger. So say you don't have flood insurance and you know that there's this big hurricane coming, and you call the insurance and say, I need flood insurance. They're not going to issue it immediately. Some of you may think, but I've already called them. We've already set this in place. I'm buying a new home. I'm excluded. No, on moratoriums, there are no exclusions, unfortunately. Like I said, this has recently happened to two of my buyers, and they were unaware of this. And I wanted to have buyers aware of that, so that if it happens, you're not shocked and you're prepared for it. And it would simply be, number one, keeping in contact with the insurance company to see when the moratorium will be lifted. Also, some companies may not have that moratorium, so it might be worth your while to check with other insurance companies, even though that you've already agreed to go with another company. So the fact that we live in a coastal community, this may happen more often than not, especially during the hurricane season. So that's something you want to be aware of. So generally, once the National Weather Service has issued a hurricane warning or watch or tropical storm, before it comes, about 24 to 48 hours is when the insurance companies are going to issue that moratorium. So just be aware of that and be on the lookout for that so that you can close on time, hopefully. Okay, speaking of hurricanes, why don't you watch our next video about hurricane preparation? It tells you all you need to know about getting prepared for a hurricane before it comes.